Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kyle here. Just got finished watching. I thought it was a really good Raw. So just to get right into it. Show opens up with John Cena. Once again, talking about how he's never going to turn his back on the fans, and it doesn't matter to him if people cheer or boo him. He'll accept however they feel towards him. That's fine. And that's all he's just pretty much saying. And a lot of people complain say when CM Punk after SummerSlam, I CM Punk was just kind of saying the same stuff over and over. Well, so is John Cena, but no one's complaining about that. Just wanted to bring that little side note out. But anyway, John Cena was interrupted by Kane speaking over an intercom or whatever. Kane saying that he's going to show John Cena the power of hatred and all this other stuff. And that was it for that segment. After that, we get into a match with Cody Rhodes and the world champion Daniel Bryan. Good match between the two. One thing I guess I didn't like was that Daniel Bryan gets the victory from a roll up. And I just think if they're gonna have Daniel Bryan look like a strong champion or whatever, have him make the boy tap out. Don't have him get a quick roll up, or something like that. But Daniel Bryan gets a roll up on not Big Show, but Cody Rhodes. Excuse me. Try to say something else. After that, we get to a segment with the Miz. The Miz comes out, talks some trash and stuff, and then R-Truth comes, and R-Truth beats the holy hell out of the Miz. And basically say you gonna get God, and Miz got it. Yeah. So so that was the end for that segment. We had a quick match with Wade Barrett and Santino Marella. Wade Barrett comes out talking about how he dismantled Randy Orton and put him on the shelf. Made quick work of Santino. I still don't understand why they have Santino Marella. He's another talent who I would get rid of in WWE. He's never been funny to me. And to me, he's the worst Intercontinental Champion of all time. I don't even know why they disgrace such a belt with so much history like that by putting it on somebody like Santino. But anyway, that's just another little side note rant. After that, we get into a Divas Tag match with the Bellas against Eve Torres and Kelly Kelly. My God. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I literally thought I was not going to make it. Eve and Kelly Kelly just looked beautiful, and Eve especially while she got some new highlights, just, my God. And then Kelly Kelly did like a butt bump rump, was what King called it, the butt rump. And then, Eve does her famous, Shake-alicious thing before she gets into her standing moonsault, and my God, just... Anyway, this match was quick, nothing special. Bella ended up getting the victory by doing a little twin magic thing on Kelly and Eve. After that, we get into the WWE Championship match. CM Punk versus Dolph Ziggler. Best match of the night. Phenomenal match. Literally thought Dolph Ziggler was going to win tonight. Due to the fact, of all the things, it's been circling around, rumors and stuff of WWE not being pleased with Punk as champion and possibly might have had the title exchange hands. But anyway, great match. Johnny Ace called for distraction for CM Punk. Punk fell out of the ring, injuring himself. And as he was injured, Dolph Ziggler won due to the countout. And because he won as a countout, the title doesn't exchange hands, but Dolph Ziggler took the WWE Championship and ran up with it as if he actually won it. He won the match, but the title doesn't exchange hands on a countout. But Dolph Ziggler, still, I guess, in his mind, takes a win's a win. He just takes it and just runs off with it. But CM Punk still WWE champion. But before that match, though, Dolph Ziggler cut what I thought was a really good promo. Really enjoyed it. A good promo, probably the best promo he's done so far to date. That thing that stands out. Cut a really good promo before the match. CM Punk came in, was talking to Johnny Ace and told his son Johnny Ace, he screwed me twice, and Johnny Ace announced the match for the Royal Rumble. It will be CM Punk versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, because Punk did beat Ziggler, Ziggler beat Punk tonight, and still speculating that they might take the belt off Punk. It's still a possibility for that to happen, even at Royal Rumble. But at least for right now, the goal is still around Punk's waist. So Royal Rumble, the first match is announced: Punk versus Ziggler for the title. And Punk was pretty funny. He said if Johnny Ace costs him, the WWE Championship in any way, you're gonna need David Otunga, your personal lawyer, to sue me, because I'm gonna beat you like an animal. I'm gonna beat you like a bitch. And I just cracked up laughing off that. Good stuff there between those two. After that, we get to the main event match, which was John Cena, Big Show, and Jack Swagger. Oh, no. Before that, well, how can I forget the highlight of the entire show? The It Begins promo was tonight. And, I made a video about my prediction of who this was going to be. A lot of people were torn between. Some people said Chris Jericho. Other people said Undertaker. Some people even threw out Shane and Stephanie McMahon. Some even said Karma. But I had made a video a couple of weeks back, late last year, pretty recent, titled "Why I Think the It Begins" promo was Chris Jericho, and my prediction, or should I say, my decoding of the whole date and everything was down to a T. Tonight, Chris Jericho came back. The It Begins promo was Chris Jericho. Jericho came in a glittery jacket that was all lit up and stuff, and the crowd was just eating him up. Huge pop, good reaction. People call him Y2J, and you can tell he was happy to be back. I mean, it looks like, I was hoping he was going to speak, and it looked like he had a microphone in his hand. It looked like he was going to speak. But I just think he was just so caught up, just the cheers and just being so happy just being back. He didn't get a chance to say anything. I mean, just the next 15, 20 minutes, he's just soaking out, trying to get the crowd up. The crowd is like someone they're calming down, trying to rear him back up again, and exiting the ring and shaking all that, clapping, not clapping, but giving him high fives and everything else. And then he just walks out and just leaves. So I do think intentionally it was planned for him to kind of speak and say something, but I guess Jericho just kind of like, I'm just going to go out here and wing it and not do what was scheduled, and just kind of just take it and just soak it in. So so not only was I right about Chris Jericho coming back, but I still make my valid point that I made on my Why I Think It Begins from was Chris Jericho, and that is I believe Chris Jericho will win the Royal Rumble. I called it. You guys heard it here first. Actually, you heard it before this video when I made the It Begins promo. So, video. You heard it there. But, so awesome to see Jericho back. Marked out key moment. Now, on to the main event, as I was saying before. Now, the main event, 6-man tag match, elimination tag match. It was supposed to be scheduled for Kane, Jack Swagger, and Mark Henry against Big Show, John Cena, and Zack Ryder. Big Show and Mark Henry got disqualified early in the match due to Big Show using the chair. Kane, or before the match even started, Kane had said he wasn't going to compete. So the match, instead of being a six-man tag match, ended up being a handicap elimination tag match. So at the end of the day, John Cena got the victory, got the pin on Jack Swagger. Him and Ryder won. Kane music hit. John Cena runs up the ramp thinking, hey, I'm going to meet you halfway, let's go. But Kane ends up coming up from the bottom of the ring, knocks out Dolph Ziggler, and then assaults John Cena once again. And as he goes back to the ring, Kane takes Zack Ryder and just drags him down into the hole that Kane had made in the ring from coming up out of it. He drags him to a hole, and Ryder's like, scratch first, like trying to help me, and John Cena, the big Superman that he is, pulls Zack Ryder, out of the hole, and the hole, set on fire, like a big gush of fire just popped out from the hole, and that ends Raw, with John Cena just looking like, whoa, like, what the hell just happened? So, very good Raw, phenomenal match between Ziggler and Punk. Looking forward to seeing the next match at the Rumble. Awesome to see Chris Jericho back. And then, of course, and then the interesting stuff with Kane and John Cena. And I can say this, John Cena's been in the company for like 10 years now. Probably about 6 out of those 10 years, he's been the top face of the company. And I can't say since being the top face of the company, I've never seen, John Cena act, afraid or scared, or look like a villainous, really getting to him like Kane has. I think this whole angle they got going on with him and Kane is some really good stuff. It's interesting. Definitely interested in seeing where it's going to go next. Like I said, I've never seen, a villain or a heel. Like I said, just kind of, looking at the stuff that happened at the end of the show tonight, and then even last week when Kane cut the promo on John Cena, John Cena looked like he has fear in his eyes, and he's like, all shaken up and stuff. Never seen a heel be able to do that to John Cena. So this is the first. Let you know some pretty good stuff there. But so all I want to say is, tonight was a good Raw. Let me know what you guys thought of Chris Jericho's return tonight. What did you think of the whole Kane segment during the end of Raw? What did you guys think of the championship match with Punk and Ziggler? Do you guys still think Ziggler's going to be the WWE champion, even at Royal Rumble? Now, my prediction, I think with this what I would love for this to happen. Since Dolph Ziggler ran off the WWE championship and he thinks he's the champion when he's not, I would love for CM Punk next Monday come out with a brand new WWE championship belt. So they're like, you know what, Miz? You can have that belt. I don't want it anyway. This is my new championship belt, that, we're going to have now. So I would love that. This could be WWE's, this could be another opportunity. I hope it's another opportunity for them to bring in a new championship belt design. I pray. But, Anyway, just let me know what you guys think about tonight's show. Comment, subscribe. Peace out.